Gretchen here, Pawsom Fun and Frugal. I'm like a little kid. Oh, I'm on camera. So, it's been a long time since I've done a just sit and talk to you guys, to my subscribers and viewers who aren't subscribers, but I really wish you were. I'm on here to do a little bit of an update. I want to apologize for those of you who've been following me and probably wondering what happened with my mobile home. Did I sell it? Did I not sell it? What's going on? Well, my last update was that I had an attorney that had dropped the case, but then came back with another idea of how to fight the case. So it's been a while, I know, and I'm sorry. I've been so caught up with everything going on, and I just wasn't sure how much. I still can't tell you very much because I have an attorney and she's handling it. Right now, it's just going back and forth between the attorneys on the park owner's side. Okay, so if you're just tuning in and you don't know what this is about, a little synopsis is that I've been fighting with my park owner trying to sell my home. He has come up with a laundry list of supposed violations that I have on my mobile home. I've been here 10 years. I've never received a notice of violation. I always pay my rent on time, my space rent on time. I own the mobile home, but I pay for the space that's on. It's not a resident owned, which is a different. The ROP, resident owned parks, they own the space they're living on as well. So they don't have to worry about anyone really coming to inspect except a board member that would do that. Anyway, in my case, the park owner can come inspect my unit anytime on the outside. He has to give notice to come in to the patio area or elsewhere. Inside, I think I'm going to sneeze. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. I'm trying to keep things real, and I'm learning that YouTube is being very open now about a new trend of just doing videos and not editing out your mistakes so much, and just being a real human being. So although I thought I had to sneeze and I took a break to let that happen, it wasn't going to happen, I guess. So I wanted to clear my nose, and I didn't think that would be too pretty for you to watch. So, and you need to hold on. I have a dog that wants attention. Come on. Okay, so apparently Cersei would like to be included. So here's Cersei. Say hi. Say hi. She just wants my love. Yeah, and now Zenji's down here wants attention. Of course, when I'm doing a video, they want to be included. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get me and her in. Okay, so our update is that the park is fighting with me. Trying to be careful how much I say. So the attorneys are handling it. There's some new false accusations against me that have come about. So we're addressing those issues. I have now been doing this for 8 months, over 8 months, and it's been really taxing. So what I can share with you is how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling very stressed, anxious, and depressed. I'm going to be real with you about that. I have clinical anxiety and depression. things like this are really taxing on me. I have a condition called orthostatic hypotension. I have to be careful not to get too agitated. Or if I do, I better find a place to sit down because otherwise gravity will take over. It's like POTS, if you where people can just faint, pass out, or feel like they're going to pass out. Anyway, so it's taken a toll on that a bit. I'm going to be really bold and share with you that I've had to call 988 a couple of times in the past couple months because I can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning and there's no one else to call. Like, I mean, it's not really kind of me to call anyone I know at 3 in the morning. So I have my dogs and I have great support system throughout the day. Sort of. I wish my therapist was more available, but she's not. So anyway, that's where it is. That's the most I think I should say. I'm probably stretching what I should be saying about this thing. Just that I'm still in the process of Cersei's like settling down on my lap. So well, as soon as I said that, she's not. What do you want, Cersei? What do you want? She's checking on me because I'm talking about something stressful, and then she feels like she has to be here. She's a service dog, and this is her job. When I'm triggered, or when I'm stressed, she senses it. The hypertension is a blood pressure issue. And my blood pressure will drop quickly. My heart rate will go up quickly and then back down. So, excuse me. So, I just thought I would come on and try to give what was supposed to be a short little update on what's going on with my mobile home. My daughter and my grandsons are also very disappointed, which is hard for me to think about. And I don't have any money, so I'm dealing with a state attorney, which I'm very grateful that is there, that protection's there, and she's a very good person, and she's doing the most she can, I'm sure. It just takes a long time because she's, mostly because the park owner keeps throwing more wrenches into the problem. And honestly, I just want to be able to move and be close to my daughter and not feel like I don't have enough physical help to take care of a home, which is what I have a problem with now, is taking care of the outer parts of the home. I'm managing my chronic pain and fibromyalgia the best I can, all my disability, my carpal tunnel, my disability. So I'm managing all these health issues the best I can. I'm managing so that I can take care of myself and my home the best that I can. I'm very creative. I don't know if you've seen my other videos about my life hacks, but a lot of them are centered around how I've learned to do things differently to reduce my pain, to manage it so that I am not, laid up in bed every day. Between the exercises I have learned, my own research on how to manage chronic pain, my own, learning what I can do myself. But on the other end of that is my financial situation is pretty dire. So I have to figure it out on the basis of what can I do, what can I DIY, what can I reuse, what can I recycle, what can I um, what can I do with what I have? So I've had to be very creative. Um, that saying that necessity is the uh, it, how it goes. Necessity causes creativity. I forget how the saying goes, but um, I have been forced to be very resourceful and very creative because of my tiny budget and my little tiny home. When it comes to how I clean, how I take care of my dogs. I have this one here, my service dog, has kidney stones. That's a new development with her. No symptoms, she's not sick. I took her for just an evaluation because she has so many different allergies, it seemed like. I was trying to narrow them down. X-ray showed kidney stones and palpation kidney. So she's got some, I guess, her struvite kidney stones, and they can pass. So she may be at the early stages where she may pass them. So I've done a lot of research on how to help her do that with her diet, with getting her to drink more water, um, and more frequent trips outside to go to the bathroom. That seems to be helping. I don't know. She didn't have any symptoms about having the kidney stones, but she's drinking more and going to the bathroom more, so hopefully that flushes them out. So that's what's happening. So again, I've had to be very creative, and I was making homemade dog food. I have videos about that as well. And those recipes have changed like several times over the years because I started with a basic homemade dog food recipe for dogs without problems. And then I had to change it because she had allergies. She's allergic to chicken. She has flea allergies, and sometimes she gets yeast. I guess I get a yeast buildup. So I've altered her recipes, and I'm looking them up and going by veterinary approved, veterinary created diets. Some very reputable veterinarians, holistic veterinarians online. They've been in the business for years. They have their own recipes. So I've been experimenting with the different recipes. And this latest one it entails organ meats. So kidney, liver, and tripe, the stomach. And I have a good friend, Angeles, who knows all about the preparing that kind of food because she has prepared that. Her husband, who passed away recently, that's very sad, was Filipino, and she was very used to preparing those types of meats. I'm vegetarian, and it was just, they smell horrible when you cook them. As Dr. Judy Morgan, that's the main holistic vet that I'm following, is Dr. Judy Morgan. Very, very well known, at least in Canada and some parts of the US. Big following. And the diet for the allergies really, really helped Cersei, my service dog. I have Cersei and Zenji. They have their own little videos, a lot of shorts on them. Zenji's young. He's just barely 2 now. So almost 2. So he doesn't have any known health issues yet. But Cersei is 8, and about 8. They're both rescues, so the ages are sort of a guess. But she's about 8 years old, and over the years she's developed different little issues. And looking back, I think it was the flea allergy first, but then grains. So I had to take out grains and take out kibble. Most kibble is full of grains and not enough protein. So started cooking her own food, meats, fruits, and vegetables. And then found out the chicken was a problem, so no more chicken. So now it's only pork, beef, and fish. Pork, beef, and fish, really. I tried turkey. That seemed to still create an issue, so no poultry. So now we're down to the diet being the kidney, liver, and tripe, and now reintroducing a few vegetables, and very soupy to get the kidneys flushed out really good. Apparently eating the organ that you're having an issue with in your own body is helpful. That's the way I'm sort of summing it up. But they love it. The dogs love it. So my friend Angeles went through the trouble of separating all the meat out of the larger packages into individual packages for me so that I could just put them in the crock pot together and cook them up. And then she's gone through the trouble of then cutting up the meat and putting it into individual bags for me to freeze and then take out and use for their dog food. So that's gone through a few morphs. It's morphed because I started with just the organ meats and liquids, and now I'm adding back in some veggies. So specific ones that are in the recipes that Dr. Morgan provided. And by the way, she provides these recipes on her website for free. And no, she's not a sponsor. I mean, I'm not trying to promote her in that way. I'm not getting anything out of it. Just, it's really worked for my dogs. And all dogs are individuals, just like people. So it, may or may not work for you, but it's something to check out. Okay, I had to come back. My computer, I don't know what it just did, but it's like my internet went out for a second and came back. And so the whole computer froze up, and I have to look back at the video when I review it and see where I got stuck. So I'm going to kind of double back a little bit and then I'll edit that out. My computer's doing something strange right now. So I don't know how much longer I'll last on this video because I have an old computer that seems to have problems. I don't know what happened. So I'll be right back. Again, it's still giving me... Okay, I'm back again. Hopefully this time my computer will cooperate. I took a break, got some lunch, had a couple phone conversations, and I'm back to finish this little chat with my people video. Anyway, that's what we're supposed to do now, is just be our authentic, real self, which I mostly do in my videos. I always felt like I was the outlier because I didn't do a lot of fancy editing, but now I guess that's the new trend, and so I'm just do what I do, I guess. Anyway, I was talking about the dogs and the food, and giving an update. If you're interested in knowing what I'm talking about, or more about what I'm talking about updating people on my situation, I have several videos about a mobile home nightmare, and the nightmare continues, and living in limbo. So there's several past videos regarding my mobile home situation. So if you want to check those out, you can. That way you'll be sort of filled in on more of what has gone on. I made those videos before I had an attorney. So, but she asked me to not continue making a big stance about the situation. I can, give some general info, but I can't get into details about the case now. In case it goes to litigation, where it's kind of looking like it might do that. So that's my update. Check out my videos to find out what's been going on with my mobile home. You can check out my videos on my life hacks and cooking free food bank and cheap meals on my tiny budget, how I take care of my tiny home, and how I take care of my tiny puppies. And there's quite sorry, the dogs are being a little crazy. Might be able to hear them back there. The puppy's trying to get the other one to play, and she doesn't really want to. So anyway, it's kind of hard to make a video with noisy dogs in the background, but I'm trying here. It's just like having kids that as soon as you get on the phone or start talking to somebody, they want your attention like all the time, the whole time, and you're like trying to, anyway, that little thing. So that's my update. Check out my channel, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate that you watched this video and you're at this point. So would it be a whole lot more to ask for you to just hit the subscribe button if you're not already? If you are already, you are my rock. Thank you so much for being there to support me in these videos. And for those of you that are watching the whole video and maybe you're not subscribed yet, it doesn't cost anything. Just hit that subscribe. You can hit notifications if you want to know when I put a new video out, or you can not and check it up on your own. I know I have a lot of YouTube subscriptions. A lot of them I don't get to anymore because there's so many. And I turned off some of my notifications for some of them because they put videos out so often that I was constantly getting notified. I understand that can get annoying, so that's your choice. The whole thing's your choice, but I'm really asking for more support. These channels can't get monetized until they have a certain amount of subscribers. So now it has to be 1,000. And I'm approaching 700. I'm at 655, I think, is what my thing says. So I made it past the new 500 to join the YPP program, but I also need to have more. I have lots of shorts views, but I need to have more subscribers and more watch hours. So if you can watch my videos and watch them all the way through, that really helps rack up the hours that I need. Even in my situation, even a few dollars a month would help me out immensely. And this is sort of my YouTube version of a GoFundMe, I guess. When I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't really care about that. And I'm still okay with it just being a hobby. If that's all it ends up being, it is what it is. But if it could become something that would give me a little change in my pocket, It would help me with affording the dogs food. One of the issues I'm having now is I don't know that I can continue doing, hopefully I can continue finding my words. I don't know that I can continue making the dog food myself. The cost of, we had to search for all the organ meats because where I live, I couldn't find any locally. I found one place that had lamb liver. It was very expensive. I had to drive 30 minutes away to a place that had a market with all of those meats. I ended up spending $40 on just the meats. I'm grateful because the veggies I get for free, usually. I may have to buy 1 or 2 ingredients for the dog's food, but so I had to drive there, get the meat, come back, and have someone help me process it. Process it raw to freeze it, and then process it after I cook it. And I realized that without my friend here, who's only visiting, when she leaves, I'm not going to have her to help me process the meats. I have trouble standing in the kitchen for a long time. Even to sit and do it it's just a lot. So I'm starting to think that I'm going to have to bite the bullet, as they say, and buy the food that my dog needs. And unfortunately, there's only a few select companies that sell the kind of food that she needs. They're very expensive. I did find one fairly reasonable brand of wet food, canned wet food, that would work, that is really very close to what she's eating now and needs to eat. So I'm considering purchasing that in lieu of making it. It's like $50 for 12 cans. And I have 2 dogs, and they kind of have to eat similarly. I have some kibble for the younger dog to help stretch the food. And I can add in meats and veggies if I need to stretch it, but 12 cans won't last me very long. So I would go through 1 can every 2 days. That's not very much. So I'd have to get $100 worth for a month of food in order to feed them properly. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out in my budget because I'm not sure where it's going to fit. My friend has been kind enough to offer to help me with the first round of buying the cans, but I'm going to need to figure out how to afford them after that. So now I'm hoping that maybe my YouTube channel will bring me a little income to help with the dogs, because I don't want to give them up. And that's my fear, is that I will have to give up my dogs, at least one of them, if not. I mean, it's really hard to give up your service dog, because then I don't have a service dog. What do I do? But I have to feed it, and I have to be able to provide vet care. And the kidney stone vet thing cost me $700 after everything was everything was said and done. So that was a lot. Anyway, I was going to close this out, but I thought I would add those details because I'm sort of winging this and trying out a different way without a prompter, without any notes. I just wanted to get this out to you folks. So please, Cersei, the service dog, is back, so she must be telling me I need to go rest. So I will go do that, and hopefully you all will check in and see if I have any more updates soon. I hope all of you are well, things are going well in your life, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.